Frank Harden. He was a staff announcer there. And we've been talking about Harden and Weaver and Johnny Wilcox and Tom Gager and Bill Trumbull and all the rest. I love them all. But I got to tell you, this man set the standard for WMAL. And I love him and I respect him.
Getting up, but it would take at least an hour and a half. So.
The lucky girl.
She's pretty smart for a blonde.
Okay. But anyway, I remember those days when Harden and Weaver were on. Our focus was entertainment. The focus nowadays seems to be controversy.
Yes.
I think the most controversial thing we ever said was "Good morning." But it was a long and wonderful career. I was on the air from 47 to 97. That makes 50 years, doesn't it?
Wow.
But anyway, I am at the age now, 91.
1968. I was on the NAB board of directors for the code. Remember the code? You all remember the radio code? Certain words you couldn't say. Now, say anything. It has been a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing to see everybody and to see this building. A lot of us owe our life to this building because without that and those transmitters, we're all dead. You don't remember radio. If you don't, too bad. But you didn't have those sticks. You didn't have that signal. You didn't have anything. And fortunately for WMAL, the best radio signal in the Mid-Atlantic, bar none. And boy, that made a difference. I know Hal Green and I worked out a deal in the early 60s with Fred Howick, who was our patron saint, that we wanted WMAL to be four things. And we worked at it totally. Number one, we wanted to have great personality. Number two, we wanted to have great news. Number three, now this will fracture you, we wanted to have great music. And the fourth thing was we wanted great commercials. Now, do not mistake the fact that commercials are very important to the success of this radio station. And that was that the commercials were sending a message. They were everything that they had personality, they had entertainment, it had news. Our commercials were important. I mean, what Frank and Jack did with their voices, with their commercials. Tom Gager was selling some pie out in key lime pie. God damn, that was good. God knows what Trumbull and Core. And Bill Mayhew stayed awake all night.
That's what Bill Trumbull would always say. Whenever there was hum in the microphone in the studio, and Mac would come in to try to figure out what was wrong. There's no filter. Hey, there's no filter in the McPherson. McPherson would wander out. But I would like you to know that the place is open in there, and I've turned every single light bulb on. There's a story in every room. If we had one of those like battery-powered museum things, I would have had about 30 paragraphs loaded in it for you. Because every room, there's a story. There used to be a rubber hose across the driveway that would ring a bell inside. It was our defense early warning for management. The bell is still on the wall. You will want somebody who knows how to point to it. The Art Deco light fixtures from the 40s are still hanging. And I find light bulbs on eBay for them, 300-watt light bulbs. They're burning. They're beautiful. Don't steal them. There's still a pencil hieroglyphic tableau of Washington monuments on one of the walls in the basement studio that some stir-crazy programming employee put on there. Still there. From the 60s, for Pete's sake. The rate card from 1974 still on the bulletin board down there. Harold Yates was the chief engineer before McPherson. He left a note, an angry note on the door of the janitor's closet about how to handle the mop properly. It's still there. I left the door open so you can see it. I've